This evening on ENN Tonight.
Two separate arrests near Elon, what police say happened and where the investigations stand now.
Stepping back in time at the Alamance Battleground. Coming up, how reenactors are celebrating 250 years of American independence.
There's like 6 different battles and skirmishes that happen just within this county.
The Elon women's basketball team closed out its regular season with a senior day matchup against Wilmington. Find out who won next.
Those stories and more.
ENN Tonight starts now. Good evening and thank you for joining us for ENN Tonight. I'm Charlotte Fobby.
And I'm Alice Morrissey. Let's dive right into this week's top stories.
A Burlington man who works at a popular Elon coffee shop, the Oak House, has been arrested and is now facing a child exploitation charge. ENN's Angelina Fantaroni is live outside of the Oak House with more on this story. Angelina?
Thanks, Charlotte. What I know right now is that Burlington police officers arrested 23-year-old Roberto Alan Jimenez on March 5th. Investigators say a home on Eldermont Street in Burlington was linked to the possession and distribution of child pornography. The video was over a minute long and contained explicit content of a minor. Police say Jimenez is charged with second-degree exploitation of a minor and is currently at the Alamance County Detention Center. The detention center confirmed that Jimenez is still in custody and will be seen in court on March 27th. Police say anyone with information on the case can contact them or submit an anonymous tip. And the crime doesn't just stop there. Just down the road from the Oak House, an Elon student was arrested. 23-year-old Daniel Joseph Roeder was arrested on February 27th. According to police records, he is facing multiple charges for having a gun on campus, along with 7 different types of blades. Roeder was arrested at his dorm in Oaks E, also known as Brown. Elon's registrar's office confirmed today that he is still a student here. And after reaching out to Roeder, he sent a statement to Elon News Network. It says, "As this is an ongoing matter, it would be inappropriate for me to comment on the specific details of this incident. However, at no time did I intend to harm anyone. I am a sportsman with many hobbies, and my passions have, unfortunately, caused some to misinterpret my actions for something they are not. I am grateful for Elon and care deeply for this university community. I am truly sorry this incident happened and for any concern that I have caused. I am working diligently to resolve this matter." That's all I have for you right now. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Angelina. The officer who arrested Roeder wasn't able to comment at the moment. Roeder's next court date is set for March 23rd.
Elon University's Chief of Police, Joe Lemire, will be retiring on April 3rd after 5 years here. Lemire led a team of 21 officers, a 24-hour dispatch center, and a team of community service officers. Lemire is taking a job as a business agent at Riesling Group, which is a consulting firm that provides management services to law enforcement, after he leaves in April. He says that after 33 years in the law enforcement world, it was time to take a step back. He said, "I always wondered what that feeling would be when you knew it was time. It's not a problem with anything. I think in the law enforcement world, you start to realize when you run out of gas." A national search will be launched to find his replacement. Campus safety and police will be managed by Interim Chief of Police Doug Dotson when Lemire leaves. A rumor has been cleared up. The Burlington Police Department's public information officer says that they're aware of information that has been going around social media about a shooting. The information online is incorrect and no shooting happened this weekend in the Alamance County crossing area.
If you didn't tune in last week to ENN Tonight, we reported on a murder trial at Alamance Superior Court. The 5-day trial came to a conclusion on Wednesday. The defendant, Gary Yonded Stepney, was found not guilty of first-degree murder in a 2021 shootout. The shootout took place at a green-level trailer park and left 39-year-old Barney Dale Harris and 18-year-old Alonzo Beltran Lara dead. Stepney was charged with first-degree murder and faced life in prison without parole. The jury deliberated for only 30 minutes before delivering their unanimous decision, finding Stepney not guilty. Not guilty verdicts are decided when the jury cannot prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Stepney still faces drug trafficking charges in Guilford and Forsyth counties.
People were told to stay clear of the historic neighborhood at Elon over the weekend because of a gas leak. The smell of gas wafted and fire trucks were called. Students in the Duke building were told to evacuate outside, and many e-alerts were sent out in order to keep students away from that area. Things were resolved 2 hours later, and students could return to historic. This gas leak also caused the closure of McEwen Dining Hall, but it reopened later for dinner.
A local service organization is hoping to pay off the Alamance Burlington school system's lunch debt. This comes after an Elon News Network article exposed the impact that rising lunch debt has on students. Safe Alamance, a family empowerment center in Graham, offers food pantries, assistance, and resource connections. United Way of Alamance County visited Safe and mentioned ENN's story, which caught their attention. Safe began a social media campaign a week ago, and within hours, they had donations. Executive Director of Safe, Tiffany Jackson, says Safe didn't realize how big of a problem lunch debt was and that it's a national issue.
We decided that we wanted it to be an ongoing campaign because lunch debt accumulates at about $3,500 a month in Alamance County. So we're going to have an ongoing fundraising campaign throughout the school year and next year and on and on.
An organization in Georgia is helping Safe reach its $40,000 goal.
ENN's Mackenzie Cruz is in the virtual studio with the weather this evening. Mackenzie, what should we expect tonight?
Thanks, Alice. Finally, a warm Monday to start off our week. Tonight we should expect a slow cool down. Now for your evening forecast. It was daylight saving time on Sunday, so we sprung ahead 1 hour. That means the sun will be setting later. So at 7, it'll be sunny and 72, and then the sun will set at 7:21 p.m. At 9, it will be 66 with partly cloudy skies, and finally at 11, it will cool down to 61. That's all for now. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Mackenzie. We'll check back in later for the Phoenix 5-day forecast.
This year, America is celebrating the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. In Burlington, community members are commemorating Alamance County history with a bang. I visited Alamance Battleground to learn more. Let's take a look.
As long as I'm physically capable of doing it, I will keep on doing it.
Reliving Alamance County history dating back to the Revolutionary War.
We're commemorating 250 years of American independence and, more importantly, Alamance County's place in that revolution.
At the Alamance Battleground in Burlington, reenactors and visitors remembered the history of where they stood.
So there's like 6 different battles and skirmishes that happen just within this county.
Volunteers took on many different roles, from musicians to soldiers. For David Snyder, he's acted as a British soldier for decades, wearing his red coat 50 years ago for the 200th anniversary events.
I felt a little sad there because I was afraid that maybe with that last reenactment there at the end of the war that this was all going to go away. I'm happy to say it has not.
Others connected with the history on a personal level.
It's fun to connect the history and events that happened at that time and learn about the family connection.
Family connections in the past and the present, bringing generations to the battleground.
So I've been here quite a bit, like for field trips and things like that growing up, but I haven't been able to bring the kids out yet, and this has been, yeah, it's pretty fun.
Charlotte Fobby, ENN Tonight. The Battleground will be commemorating the Battle of Alamance on May 16th.
The Elon women's basketball team celebrated senior night, but one player stole the show. Coming out, how career night in the paint helped the Phoenix pull away from Wilmington.
From Elon University to biscuits across the Carolinas. An exclusive interview with the CEO of Biscuitville after the break.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Even more than I wanted a gold medal, I wanted a heart of gold, like the mentors who were my balance beams refusing to let me down, and the coaches who spoke out to anything out of bounds, heroes who never stood on podiums, but stood up for me. Every shot I made, give the assist to those who since my youth were referees, ready to blow the whistle and end abuse.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Kudos, Carl. You've always had a need for speed. Racing anything with wheels, speed reading novels in record time, yelling out 3, 2, 1 at every traffic light. But this time, you've taken your power obsession to the next level. By purchasing this electric vehicle, you've given yourself instant torque that blows your old launch times away, which will keep you saying, "Woo-wee," every time you punch the pedal. Good for your adrenaline, great for the planet. That's the power of EV.
The Elon women's basketball team finished its regular season on Saturday with a senior day matchup against the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. ENN's Kathan Gandhi has more on how the Phoenix closed out in style.
Elon kicked off the night with an all-seniors lineup, and it didn't take long for the Phoenix to find their rhythm. Graduate forward Quinziah Fulmore got going early in the post, scoring inside as Elon built a double-digit lead in the first half.
There wasn't any doubles in the post, so my guards did a great job. Our season's coming to an end. We're about to enter the tournament, so it was just very important for me to get into my flow.
But Wilmington didn't go away quietly. The Seahawks tightened their defense in the third and went on a run that cut Elon's lead to just 2 points. That's when the Phoenix turned back to Fulmore. Her moves in the post were unguardable, spinning and pushing her way to the rim.
Quinziah's performance tonight was dominant. It was just a work of art to watch her footwork.
Fulmore kept scoring baskets as Elon pulled away in the fourth. Coach Smith says Fulmore's performance was exactly what the team needs to bring to the Coastal Athletic Association tournament next week.
Get the ball inside, paint points, be aggressive, get it inside, whether it's passing to the post or being aggressive and driving it in there.
Fulmore finished the night with a career-high 28-point double-double, helping Elon secure a 66-54 win and some momentum heading to D.C. Kathan Gandhi, ENN Tonight.
The Phoenix now head to D.C. to play Hampton University on Thursday in the first round of the CAA tournament.
One North Carolina basketball program is headed to March Madness, and it has an interesting connection to Elon. The men's basketball team at Queen's University, which is in the middle of a merger with Elon, is headed to the NCAA Division I men's tournament. This marks its first tournament appearance in program history. Elon President Connie Book said that the two athletic programs will remain separate, but the decision is still waiting for approval from the NCAA. If the programs remain separate, Queen's tournament also highlights a unique distinction. Elon University would be the only Division I school in North Carolina to never make March Madness. Queens will now wait to see where it lands when the tournament bracket is released later this month.
Popular food chain Biscuitville's CEO Kathy Nivens came to Elon to speak with the business school. I sat down with Niven to learn a little bit more about Biscuitville and what sets them apart from other fast food chains. Here is a small piece of that conversation. You guys have this life after 2 policy, which means your restaurants close and it gives employees opportunities to go and have a life outside of work. Can you talk to me a little bit about why you think that's important and why you guys began doing that?
At one point, the family actually stayed open later, so we had dinner. And Maurice felt like, and the family felt like, for the business they were doing after the most important day part for us, which is breakfast, it was just kind of taking people away from what they loved. So they thought, why don't we just really concentrate on breakfast?
What is your response to those consultants or those people that say that you're losing out on opportunities or profits by closing at 2 p.m.?
That is a really good question. I think it goes back to some advice that I've gotten in my past, which is you really have to know what you stand for and you really have to know what you believe in. Because it's very easy for people from the outside to come in and look at it sort of superficially. And so I think being really, really grounded and rooted in your whys and being very clear about why you have your whys really keep you more solidly kind of firm on what's important to you.
Brenda Dixon Gottschalk is also here on campus. She is a 3-time author and professor of dance at Temple University. Dixon Gottschalk is a self-described anti-racist cultural worker who uses dance as her medium. I spoke with her yesterday, and here's a piece of her message that she wanted to share.
So let me say that I would hope that dance and my performance, my lecture, my being will be a tactile experience, will touch people.
Dixon Gottschalk is giving a lecture in McCrary Theater tonight at 7.
Book lovers are flocking to May Memorial Library for a spring tradition. Coming up, how a community book sale is helping support local libraries.
Will we see more springtime weather this week? Stick around for your Phoenix 5-day forecast after the break.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
The Friends of the Alamance County Public Library's spring book sale has started at May Memorial Library. It lasts until Sunday. ENN's Miles Hayford has more.
Readers all over Alamance County are filling up May Memorial Library for its spring book sale.
But you just see people coming back and, they get very excited.
Books, DVDs, CDs, and vinyls were all donations from the community, all to help local library funds. Volunteer Beth Cooley says the first few days are always busy.
I think it's a good community builder. I mean, you can see as in here today, there's a lot of people here, and all ages. Lots of people come and shop for children's books.
Gwen Norwood says she has been coming to the sale for over 10 years because she loves reading.
So you can take your book with you anywhere you go. It's always interesting to read about some situation that you may never be exposed to. otherwise. Reading historical fiction gives you a glimpse into the history.
Books are sold for no more than $3, depending on the type of book. Miles Hayford, ENN Tonight.
To see the book sales hours, visit the Friends of the Alamance County Public Library's website.
And Alamance County Production Company is giving teenagers a chance to show their creative side. ENN's Angelina Fantaroni has more about this group's mission.
Teen to Teen Video and Theater is a group designed to explore different aspects of cinema, from script writing to camera work. For the next few weeks, the group is filming a video called Trivial Trivia. London Sibley, a 7th grader at Hawfields Middle School, is playing Cleve Marley, a spinoff of the game show host Steve Harvey. She says she's been acting for a very long time.
I can switch from characters to different personalities, and that's what I find most fun about it. You can really just get into imagination, really just do it whatever you want with it.
Thataway's Youth Center employee Katie Farrell says she found her position after graduating from college and loves working with the students.
Being a teenager is hard, and middle school was hard, high school was hard, and I enjoy seeing them grow and watching their confidence grow.
Sibley says she loves the community the group has brought to her.
They really just bring me joy, the people and the place. It just makes me so happy. This is one of my favorite parts of the week.
Angelina Fantaroni, ENN Tonight.
The free program is held at Thataway Youth Center in Burlington every Monday night from 7 to 8 or 8:30, depending on that night's schedule. You can also read more about the group in this week's copy of The Pendulum.
Let's check back in with Mackenzie Cruz, who's in the virtual studio still for the 5-day forecast. Mackenzie, we got a lot of sun today. Will it continue to be warm for the rest of the week?
Yeah, Charlotte, we did get a lot of sun today, and it will be warm again this week. It looks like March is starting out warm and sunny. Now for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 82. Wednesday will be warm again with more clouds and a breeze. Thursday will really cool down to 63 with some morning showers and sun the rest of the day. More of the same on Friday with a high of 61. And finally, Saturday will be mostly sunny and warm up to 71. Unfortunately, allergy season is upon us. This week, the risk for tree pollen symptoms is very high, so start taking allergy medication before the season is in full swing and keep your windows closed at night. That's all. Back to you guys at the desk.
Yeah, Mackenzie, my allergies were definitely kicking in today. Looking forward to a nice week ahead, though, with the weather.
From campus events to alumni celebrations around the world, Elon Day made a big impact. Stay with us to learn how this year's fundraiser set a new record.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Women are bad with money. That's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now we've got something to say.
Save it. It's time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Until we're no longer 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then, the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
I've always been told I gotta be strong. Thick skin, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody, it wears on you. Black don't crack, they say. But it can. We all can. Reach out to a friend if you see them going through it. No matter who you are, being vulnerable is what makes us whole. Learn how to help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back from the break. We have our Mackenzie Cruz here in the studio with us. We wanted to talk a little bit about the month for the weather. What has it been looking like? It's kind of been up and down for the past couple weeks.
Sure. Yeah, it's actually been quite a warm March, a little bit abnormal. Last year, it didn't get this warm probably until about the third week of March. It was very typical last year, still kind of cold and chilly and rainy until the third week. But this year, it's been very warm in the 70s, even 80s so far. And we'll actually see a flip into the latter half of the month. We're going to get more rain and cloudy days, maybe like mid-50s, low 60s, yeah.
I guess sometimes we need that rain though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. They say April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah, definitely.
So maybe it'll be March flowers bring April flowers.
Yeah.
Walking around campus, we've seen a lot of students out sitting on the commons, getting some sunshine. Have the UV rays been higher than usual?
Not too high lately. It's probably been about 4 or 5, which is average UV, although I think yesterday the UV was 7, which is kind of high, but not too concerning, but definitely nice for this time of year.
So we should pack our sunscreen?
Yes.
Good to know, good to know. Yeah.
Well, Elon's 13th annual Elon Day is ruining in its most donations ever. Over $3.5 million were raised, totaling over 6,000 gifts. Elon Day called for tons of events, not only on campus, but all over the world, with alumni celebration. This year's Elon Day touched almost 300 funds across campus, with special events like college coffee and a performance from comedian Leslie Jones. Graduate student Shamari Anazia says that this was her first Elon Day, and she was excited to see the whole community come together.
It seems really cool. There's a lot of people. I'm loving the freebies. You know, as a college student, I'm here for anything that's free.
Says that she was planning on donating to the Hope Clinic, a physical therapy program.
Student government campaigns start tonight, and voting will be held on Phoenix Connect next week on March 16th and 17th. Polls close at 7 p.m. March 17th, and results will be announced on that same day at 7:30 on Medallion Plaza. Students can get to know the candidates for president and vice president at the Executive Candidate Forum at Arazu Coffee Shop this Wednesday at 7 p.m.
As winter turns to spring at Elon, flowers are starting to bloom, and so is the campus event calendar. Here's a look at some of the events happening around campus in the coming weeks. Tonight, as we said earlier, at 7 p.m. in McCrary Theater, Brenda Dixon Gottschalk will give a guest lecture on incorporating dance into anti-racism. For the sports fans out there, the baseball team will face NC State on Tuesday in Raleigh. And, like Dixon Gottschalk, Zeynep Tafiki will also be in McCrary Theater on Thursday to talk to students about how technology impacts democracy.
Well, if you want the latest updates from Elon News Network delivered straight to your inbox, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now to join our weekly newsletter. This email will have stories from throughout the week, and the newsletter comes out on Fridays through the weekend.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
Make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
And tonight we're going to leave you with some extra video from Elon's women's basketball game against UNC Wilmington. Have a great night, Elon.